get really shitty Father's Day gifts, but not this year. I took a note out of Angelina's scrapbook, and I adopted an Asian kid for my parents, so they could have the son that they always wanted. So far it's great. He's a terrific student. He's a fantastic cello player. He makes more money than me. And he doesn't do drugs. I do. I'm fun. I'm cool. I'm irresponsible. So I noticed a lot of movies being remade. It's G.I. Joe and Transformers. I really want to see the movie Time Cop remade. And if you haven't seen Time Cop, you're an asshole. So the spin I wanted to see on the Time Cop remake would be like a prequel where we see Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's still the man for the job. We see him in Time Cop Police Academy, finding his way through the force into being a time cop. But it can't just be, it's not causing serious history here. But it can't just be like a regular time cop movie. It have to be like Time Cop meets Police Academy. So Jean-Claude Van Damme fucks around and he gets relegated to traffic duty. And he's now time traffic cop. So they send Jean-Claude Van Damme back in time to sort out all the main traffic jams in history. Of course he's great at it. He's Jean-Claude. He is not going to fail at this. So they give him a little bit of leeway. And they ask Jean-Claude, where do you want to go back in time to stop a traffic jam? Of course, he says, 1937, Germany. Can you guess where this is going? Jean-Claude Van Damme gives Hitler a ticket. No more Holocaust. Jews love time traffic cop. And if you don't like that joke, in a roundabout way, you like the Nazis. So I'm thinking, what else can we do in Time Cop? How can we use this position functionally? Well, nobody likes abortion. So what do we do in Time Cop? We send him back in time to stop people from fucking. I know it's a shit detail, but not every Time Cop gets to choose his job of stopping the Third Reich dead in its tracks and kicking ass all the time. Another movie I saw, well, not a remake, but I saw this movie Unstoppable recently with Denzel Washington. I love Denzel Washington. But the name of the movie was really stupid, right? Like, Unstoppable. We know Denzel will stop the train. It's obvious, right? We know this is going to happen. I can't call the movie Stoppable. It's too obvious, right? So what I thought was we could take this movie and incorporate it with one of my favorite Denzel movies, Training Day, and call it Training Day. Because, the parallels between Training Day and Unstoppable are totally there. See, in Training Day, Denzel shows Ethan Hawke how to navigate the mean streets of LA, and in Unstoppable, he shows Chris Pine, the guy who played Captain Kirk in the last Star Trek, you don't know what I'm talking about. He shows him the mean streets of the rural railroads of Pennsylvania. So I thought, how could we make Training Day a better movie? Well, we start incorporating parts of Training Day into it. So the part that stood out to me is when Denzel and Ethan Hawke are just riding around in Los Angeles. They just made a bust, and Denzel throws Ethan Hawke a little bit of drugs and tells him to smoke it. Ethan Hawke says no. Denzel stops the car, points a gun at his head, and makes him smoke the drugs. So how good would it be if Denzel and Chris Pine are in the front of a train, Denzel slams on the brakes, makes Chris Pine smoke drugs, and continue the train ride? Of course, Chris Pine's going to be all fucked up. Of course, Denzel's going to turn over and be like, hey, didn't know you like to get wet, though. Butt naked. Sherm. PCP. P-Dog. I haven't smoked that, but you did. That's the type of train movie I want to see. Let's talk bath salts. See, I'm the guy that likes baths, right? have bath salts linked forever with these awful acts of violence is really a shame. Because I can totally see how the event in Florida happened where the guy ate the other guy's face. You know, guy goes to the head shop, he buys a bong, whatever. He sees some bath salts, he thinks, I like baths, why don't I get some? He goes home, he takes a bath, he puts the bath salts in the bath. After about half an hour, he starts feeling weird. Then a homeless man breaks into his bathroom and starts asking for cans. Now you know why he chased the guy out to the freeway. It makes more sense now. But I was thinking it was a really good thing for this guy that he got shot and killed by the cops, because, I mean, how bad would it be if he was recovering from his bath salt hangover? Yeah, he goes to the toilet and he starts throwing up the guy's face. Worst thing ever. I mean, the only person I can think of that would happen to on a regular basis would be like Nick Cage. It's great. Great. I think Nick Cage actually does eat faces. I mean, let's be real. What else? It's a good thing I wrote my set list up. Okay, so in order to save with bombing, I'm going to leave you with this one thing. It's just a piece of advice to the guys out there. We should all be a lot nicer to each other, because you're probably somebody's Eskimo brother. That's my time. Thanks,
what is the Eskimo? I didn't get that. Does that work? Anybody? Anyone?
An Eskimo brothers, two dudes that bang the same girl.
Oh! I'm not familiar with your young people's lingo. So, two guys who bang the same girl are Eskimo brothers?
That's right.
Oh, because the Eskimos, they go, please enjoy my wife in my igloo tonight, right?
It's lowbrow.
No, I get it. It's good. And then the Eskimo brothers kiss with their eyelashes. It's adorable. Ladies, speaking of adorable, ladies and gentlemen, please.